Hello, all you beautiful people. This is Intentional Healing, and I am Nicole Bridger. I'm in a different location again today. We are on a much needed little surf getaway as a family. As I'm sure many of you can relate, right now, we needed some time out. We've been really busy working and homeschooling and just in the rhythm of everyday life, and began to really miss each other, even though we were around each other all the time, and decided to take a little break and do things that make us feel good, make us happy. And whether right now something like a family surf trip might not be available to you, of course, but it had me thinking about the need to feel good and how important it is for all of you to make sure that you're feeling good on a daily basis. So remember that wherever you're at, your only job is to feel good, is to raise your vibration. And I know that many of you are still in lockdown situation or isolated, and so I've been thinking about you guys a lot and wanted to help you with some daily things that you can do to feel better, to feel cheerful, things that I also do throughout my day. So the first thing is to be really selective of what you ingest. This means not only what you are eating and drinking, making sure that those are things that make you feel good, even if it's an occasional beer or whatever that can make you feel good, but at some point sometimes too many beers can start to not make you feel good. So this is really about listening to what most of the time makes you feel good, which would be nourishing, with the occasional thing that makes you feel good that might be more celebratory, like a piece of chocolate cake when you really want it. The other thing to be mindful of what you're ingesting is, of course, media. And sometimes when we're in a place of fear, we have a tendency to ingest more than we need to because we are afraid of not having all the information. And what's important is to notice how you feel after you've been ingesting media. See if you feel better or do you feel worse. One of the things you might do if you really feel it's necessary for you to keep up on news is to schedule yourself just 15 minutes, not much, just to catch up each day so that you're not ingesting news all day long, that you're being very selective while still being really tuned in if that's something that you feel you need. And remember that this is about feeling good, not about being in denial. So those are two very different things. One is being fully aware of the current situation, what's going on, and then very intentionally choosing to feel good. To be in denial is to not acknowledge what's going on because it's too scary or painful, and then to shut down your real feelings and then to consume things that distract you from your real feelings. So just being careful of the difference between those two. And then another idea is that you create a list for yourself of things that you can do that make you feel good, make you feel better. So that when you get into a state where you're feeling really stressed out, feeling anxious, angry at the world, worried, that you have a list to go to that has ideas for you, simple things that you can do to feel better. Take a walk, take a bath, laugh, dance, call a friend that can make you feel better, move your body, be creative. So whatever it is unique for you, that you know that when you do those things always makes you feel better. And the only trick is remembering to go to that list instead of sitting in the feeling bad. There is a kind of pleasure that we sometimes take in feeling bad. This can be a guilt sometimes for how others are doing, for others who are suffering. It can also be a way of feeling in control, if that makes sense, because if you can create this sort of worry or not feeling good, then somehow you feel like you are in control by worrying so much. And it can also be almost a way of punishing oneself too. If we don't feel that we deserve to feel good, sometimes we feel that we deserve to feel bad. And sometimes it's easier for us to sit in the sort of wallowing of feeling bad than it is to actually intentionally do the things that make us feel better. If you notice some of these ring true for you, it's important not to judge that part of you, to just be aware of it. Like, oh, there's that part of me that really doesn't think I deserve to feel good. And just recognizing it, taking a deep breath, and saying, I'm in the process of learning how to feel good. Even when things are tricky, even when things are tough. Another exercise throughout your day that you can do is which thought feels better. When we have a tendency to grab onto negative thoughts, worries about the future, worries about others, you can pause and ask yourself, well, which thought in this moment feels better to me? That everything's going to pot, or that everything's going to be okay. Remember that whatever you focus your mind on is what grows. So if you focus energy and thought energy towards what you don't want by worrying, that's what's going to grow. If you focus your energy and thought energy to what you do want, everything to be okay, then that is what's going to grow. And remember that you can only hold one thought at a time. So you cannot hold two thoughts at the same time. That would cause split energy, and that would cause you to go back and forth between two thoughts. And so what you want to do is to continue, if that's happening, to continue bringing yourself back to the thought that feels good. And just gently, again, with compassion and curiosity, gently nudge yourself back. I say compassion and curiosity a lot to you guys, and it's just really important with this work to constantly have compassion for yourself and for others. When I say curiosity, it's to help relieve a feeling of judgment, because that closes down the opportunity of growth and healing, and instead to stay curious. So these are some simple ways that you can begin to help yourself feel good through the focus of your thoughts, and supporting yourself throughout the day to feel better. Make sure you go and grab that list of things that help you feel good, and be selective of what you're ingesting, and simply asking yourself which thought feels better. You deserve to feel good no matter what you're going through, what you're facing. You deserve, just as you are, to feel good, and only you can do that for yourself through the focus of your thoughts. And it is like a miracle when you begin to focus your thoughts, how your life begins to unfold. I hope this is helpful for you this week in beginning this conversation. Next week, I am going to offer you some more tools around this conversation. And please reach out to me anytime. Nicole Bridger is my Instagram, Facebook, website. And I wish you a blessed, blessed day.